What's up, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be echoing a sentiment that I've been hearing more and more in the comments. The fans don't want Borderlands 4. Now, before I get started with today's breakdown, I just want to say this. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just simply trying to echo an opinion that I've been seeing across the internet to 1, let everybody know why if you're confused, or 2, to get this all out in the open for the ones that think Borderlands 4 is coming out this year and they think that it would be an absolute disaster and that we would rather not get it soon. Even a few weeks ago, a video titled "I Don't Even Want Borderlands 4" popped up in my recommended. I've yet to see it, but since it's a similar topic, I will go ahead and check it out after my commentary is complete to ensure that our videos remain as unique as possible. Regardless, I will leave an update on the screen of what I thought while I'm editing, but I don't know how many of our thoughts are going to align, but I don't mind either way. I'm just here to spread the echo chamber that is the YouTube comment section, because this is a conversation that I've seen a lot here lately, and I don't think it should just be brushed over, as more of the dedicated side of the fan base in my eyes is the side who is going to stand up and say something on public forums, like videos or different posts across the internet. And I just wanted to highlight some of those comments that I got on my recent video talking about the Borderlands movie trailer backlash and how it could delay Borderlands 4. Now, there's technically 2 videos you'll need to see for me to get the full context on what's going on here. One where I broke down the backlash on the movie trailer, and a second where I talked about how that movie trailer backlash might actually delay Borderlands 4. And it's that second one that we're going to be looking at the comments to see what fans are saying. The first comment that I'd like to talk about, and I'm not going to say the name because I know I'm going to botch it, but he says, "Piece of shit movie, and if it means delaying the game, then good. Make a damn good game and then make a damn good movie. Not the term farm that they threw on our plates." And to be honest, I couldn't agree more with that statement. The next comment that we have is from Jerron Hartfield, and he says that's a good thing. The more time that they have to work on it, it's hopefully less likely that it will be shit. And while he's right, it is pretty hard to get excited for any new Borderlands games when the last couple have been absolute shit shows. And our next one, we have Kelly's Heroes 777, and they say it's actually so depressing how bad the trailer looks. They literally got every aspect of it wrong. I'm astonished that they went to the route of, quote, get random top actors, end quote, to do their roles rather than actually trying to do anything close to the source material. I have very little hope for any more Borderlands games because BL3 and Tales are both dog shit. I'm gonna assume they're talking about new Tales, but maybe you don't like the original as well, and to each their own. I liked the first game, but I do agree that the last couple releases have been nothing short of abominable, and it makes it really hard to be excited for anything coming up. Rice PD says, "I'm praying it gets delayed and play tested thoroughly so we don't have another BL3 launch." And I think the consensus for a lot of the BL3 fanboys is that, it got better over time. It may have took a little bit. Sure, there was no dedicated loot in the early game, but hey, it's good now. We got Mayhem 11, right? You can just turn off the modifiers that we never asked for in the first place. Either way, I completely agree with you, Rice. I think that the launch is very important because those first impressions are what's going to draw in a lot of your long-time player count. While I have a lot of fear about the launch of Borderlands 4, it's one of those things where we're just going to have to wait and see. And while I don't have a lot of faith in how this game is going to release, let's just hope they're not rushing it out. Unknown says, "I don't think I'm supposed to feel dread about the concept of a BL4 announcement. My hope for anything good is running a bit dry regarding this franchise." And this is an opinion that I've heard a lot across the community. People are just not looking forward to anything Borderlands related right now, whether it's the movie or an upcoming Borderlands 4, because if it is coming out this year, it's definitely being rushed developed to hit that Q4 release window. We've already discussed the movie. I mean, that looks like a complete pile of puke. So no, you're not supposed to feel dread about an upcoming Borderlands 4, but with the way Gearbox has handled their latest games, it's pretty hard not to. And the next comment comes from the Maine Coon, and what he has to say is, with how much the series has gotten away with what made it great, they should rethink everything. And buddy, I wish they would do that more than anybody in the world. But to be 100% honest with you, knowing that Borderlands 4 is going to be on the Unreal Engine 4, the same engine that Wonderlands and Borderlands 3 are on, we can expect more of the same. I believe the name of this next commenter is Ophaestus1288, but maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, they say, "I honestly don't think they care about the backlash. They are clearly now making content for themselves and not their audience. And while I'm not saying you're wrong, this is what I have to say to Gearbox. Why the hell would you not make games for your audience? And why is the audience that you made these games for saying this about you? Maybe it's because you forgot how to make games for the fans of this franchise. With this next comment, I'm not even going to try and say your name either because I know I'm going to fuck it up. But they say, after the BL3 F-Up and that super bad Tiny Tina game, I'll wait till reviews show up after the release of BL4. I lost all hope and faith in Gearbox at this point. And there you go, just another example of somebody completely giving up and losing all interest in the series, and they've got no faith in anything good coming out of Borderlands 4. And to anybody who's already decided they're gonna pre-order Borderlands 4, I think you should take this person's advice and wait till the reviews come out. Alright, I got 2 more comments. Let's go ahead and knock these out real quick. Scott63 says, I think they should hold off on releasing BL4 until they are good and ready to. Maybe even wait to build it up on Unreal Engine 5. Why not dump Wonderlands 2 as 1 was trash? Oh man, I really do wish that they did this game on Unreal Engine 5, but unfortunately, as I've already mentioned earlier in this video, it has already been confirmed by some leaks about 6 months ago that Wonderlands 2 and Borderlands 4 are both being made on the Unreal Engine 4. And yes, if a big delay does take place, maybe they'll have enough time to start over on Unreal Engine 5, but I really doubt it at this point. As Borderlands 4 has likely already been in development for 4+ years at this point, I think it's fair to assume that it's going to stay on the Unreal Engine 4 as being currently produced. Which I'm about the furthest from happy about, as I don't really care that much for the new engine of the modern Borderlands games. Sure, the new movements and everything, they're okay, it makes it feel a little bit more modern. But for me personally, the second game and the pre-sequel, which is on the Unreal Engine 3, just feels a little bit better than the Unreal Engine 4. And yeah, part of that does come down to all the crazy particle effects and shit that literally give you a headache while you're playing. And in my opinion, visually, Borderlands 3 is an uglier game than the second, with the graphics just being too over detailed and it overall just looking muddier than shit. But our last comment here comes from Dinosaur Man 34, and he says, I can't say I'd be against the idea of Borderlands 4 being delayed, especially if it be delayed indefinitely. Fucking congratulations, Gearbox. You got people wanting your game to be canned. Not just delayed, but how about canceled? The man said delayed indefinitely. I'm sorry, that was probably the funniest one that I saw in that video. But yeah, that's where the community's at right now. People are really pissed about what this movie is looking like, and now they don't even want Borderlands 4. Me personally, I still do want a Borderlands 4, but I do not want it this year. Not anymore. As I said, if we are going to get it this year, it's going to be a rushed release, and it's just going to be a nightmare. I really hope Gearbox takes a little more time to develop this one and try and make it something special for the fans that still do care. Because the few fans that you still do have left, their hopes are starting to dwindle by the day. With Borderlands currently dumpstered in the worst backlash of all time for the franchise, how are you guys feeling about it? Are you still wanting Borderlands 4, or would you rather them wait and take a couple more years and actually try and perfect this thing? Either way, I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. That's really going to do it for me today though, guys. I appreciate you all for watching this video in its entirety, and if you did enjoy it, please smash a like on it and subscribe if you guys are new. I'm putting up new Borderlands videos every single week, whether it's discussing current news or the classics, going and doing a retrospective, a guide, a challenge, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be here doing the damn thing, and I'm gonna continue doing it because I love these games and I do care about what's happening to them. While some might just want to stand by the wayside and let the fire get bigger, that's not who I am. I'm always going to be here to give you my honest and unfiltered opinions on what's going on. And I want you all to feel open to do the same down in the comments below. But yeah, that's really it for me today, guys. I love you all to death. Please take it easy out there. Stay safe. And with that, I will see you all in the next one.